What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about a huge update that EA Sports has just done within the game that's going to give you the opportunity to make your team a lot better. I will tell you this, guys, it's a very, very tough situation because realistically right now, there's not a lot of ways for people to get those collector edition cards, and while this is going to coincide with the Zero Chill, it's going to make it so that the Zero Chill cards are not as good. The reason being is because the Zero Chill is an actual promo that are going to have sets and things like that, they won't be able to make as much money as unless they make the collector edition players so much better than the Zero Chill players. Just to give you guys some insight into that, so you're prepared for what's going on. But one of the things that they did, right? They've given these players the opportunity to do a lot as far as saving AP. So if you are looking to spend and have more abilities on the field, this is going to explain to you exactly what EA Sports is doing. So I'm going to break that down to you guys right now and let you guys know what's going on. If you are someone, because like I said, I have a wide variety of people that view my videos, and I appreciate all of you guys that that view the videos, and those of you guys that are members, I appreciate all of you, but some of you guys don't spend, you're strictly no money spent, and some of you guys spend money. Some of you guys already have every collector edition. I had to sell everything I had to get Richard Sherman, okay? So it's differences with the way the game works, but the reasoning behind what EA has done, they've made it so that you can get OP cards earlier. So what happens is by the time that these cards become more and more obsolete, EA would have already made their money and everything is done, because as long as the MCS is still going on, this is the time for EA to make their money. After the Madden Bowl, when the pros don't have to spend to get these expensive cards and content creators say, you know what, the game is over, we're not going to spend as much. So this is what they're going after. This is how they make their money. So all of that being said, you notice that I have 0 AP on Richard Sherman. Why would I have 0 AP on Richard Sherman when your players need pick artists or they need deep out KO? The answer to that is very simple. He gets a specified special ability that the regular cover athlete does not get. He gets Unstoppable Universal Coverage Collector's Edition. Okay? These other ones are garbage. If you have the Collector's Edition Richard Sherman, let me know in the comments. If you have this version of the card, you do not need anything else other than Unstoppable Universal Coverage. That's it. Okay? Once you get 5 incompletions, I'm not sure if you get an interception if it lights up, but however you get it to light up outside of the 5 tackles, you don't have to worry about that side of the field at all for the rest of the game. Okay? So, this is why EA did it. Remember, they waited until the end of the year last year to give it to Jamal Adams, where he had like that, the universal coverage, and it was like, it was passive. They know that that always prevents people from being able to take advantage of throwing corners and, streaks and stuff like that. So we can risk him not reacting for, 5 plays, because once he gets that activated, it's over. So that's why he's 3 million plus coins, and he'll probably go up after he's out of packs. Right? So, not only that, look at this. 99 zone coverage. Alright? Now, what does that mean? What does it all mean, Basil? No Austin Powers. Let's take a look at what happened, though. I'm going to show you guys something really quickly. If you look at this play, right? This just happened earlier. That's 99 zone Richard Sherman. He plays that blue the same exact way as everybody else. This is a dollar defense. Everything, you know what I'm saying, bro? It is what it is. He just plays it differently. Now, one of the things that I didn't do on that specific play is I didn't shade outside. I'm going to lab the actual shade outside to see what they do in that regard, and I'm going to update it. But that's 99 zone. So the reason that I'm showing you guys that, all of these numbers are like a facade. Like, it's not real. But the abilities are real. Because if he has universal coverage, he would have knocked them. He would have knocked the ball out. He would have probably touched him after he made after he made the catch, and the ball would have been knocked out. You can see what happens. We have him boosted to 99 zone, and he still played his zone exactly the same way that a 90 overall zone player or even an 85 overall zone player would have played it. All right? The reasoning behind that is all of these numbers and the stuff that they told us that would happen is all a lie. All right? The abilities are what matters in the game. So when you get abilities, that makes your players able to do things that they otherwise should have normally been able to do. So, with all of that being said, as you guys go through that and you start to realize what goes on after you get a 0 AP player that's actually eventually in the game gonna get such an OP ability like universal coverage, you can spread out the rest of your AP. So we have 2 deep inside zones, and then we have Tariq Woolen with a deep out. So that takes care of everything. Because regardless of what happens, most of the time, Richard Sherman will play better than an average card because his zone is 99. So it doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? That's ultimately what it is. Now, how did I get his zone coverage that high? You go to the strategy, you're going to need the blue in the zone, okay? You're going to need the zone coverage in the hybrid, and then you're going to need Sean McDermott. That's how you get the extra 5 zone, all right? After you do that, everything that happens outside of that doesn't matter. Also, with the program, there aren't a lot of other program stuff going on right now, so you don't have to worry about that. I was getting that question also. And I am a Seahawk 25, I think, 25 theme team now, just to give him a little bit more boost. So if you guys were going to ask me, what is the best theme team? It's very tough to say what the best theme team is because of the way the game actually plays. It's all about how good are your players going to play. Because realistically right now, if you have this card, you save a ton of AP overall and you can spread it out on the defense. But if you're not a Seattle Seahawks theme team, would it really matter that he only would have a 93 speed and a 92 excel? Would that really matter? And that's what many people are arguing. Are the theme teams as important? Let me know what you think. For me, I just know that he'll stay above the player all the way down the field and I don't have to worry about it. Okay, so that's a major factor right there. The same way I discussed it before about Ray Lewis. These players, it's very, very crazy with these updates because zero AP lurk artist is out of control. And everybody knows that, especially with a guy that gets 96 jump because he just jumps through the stadium. Not only that, the collector's edition of the actual cover athletes, when you get, 20 components, which means you're going to probably have to get 10 cards, which EA is going to make bank. You're going to get plus speed and plus acceleration on top of the other acceleration and all the other things you're going to be doing. This is outrageous. This promo will be wild for a while. This right here is going into the Super Bowl in February. You're going to still see people actively running around with collector edition players because their boost and the stuff that they get is so outrageous. So we're going to have to be able to know when we when we should spend and when we shouldn't, because everything now is just changing with all the updates and all these discounted abilities and the way that this guy gets, Avalanche Collector's Edition. This has saved me so many games because he's gotten a fumble late in the game because it's a guaranteed fumble. When you go, blast the dude. You know what I'm saying? So this is what they've done. So as it continues to go on, these are going to be the most valuable players in the game. The only one that sucks is this guy. He's the worst one that's made thus far. I haven't heard anything about Grunk, but Marshall Faulk, he sucks. Not even a question about it. But still, he gets jukebox for 1 AP. So it's huge updates that they're doing. They're making it so it's a lot easier. You see what I'm saying? To get these abilities now, you just have to spend more. Let me know how you feel about them making the game even more pay to play than ever before. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.